I just had the Fortnite music on in the background, and it was bringing me back to my good old days.
Was there good old days of Fortnite with you, Matt?
There was like before it was popular, I played Fortnite, and that sounds really dumb, but it was actually like true. Before it was like mega popular, I played it, and they hadn't quite ruined it yet, and so it was just like a cartoony third-person shooter game, or yeah, third-person shooter game kind of thing.
Hmm.
It wasn't too bad, but then it became popular, and a bunch of things got changed, and
Like the whole
10-year-olds got involved.
the phrase of before it was cool. I feel like
Yeah.
90% of people claim I listened to 21 Pilots before it was cool. I feel like 21 Pilots more than anything else, everybody's like, no, I was part of the OG squad. But it's like everybody was listening to it and nobody was talking about it, and then it was like overnight. It was like, wait, everyone's listening to this.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Says I.
See,
you guys feel like you're part of the OG 21 Pilot squad?
I know I
don't
am.
like them.
No. Oh.
I claim them. I'll claim it.
Yeah. I felt like I was, but then I heard everybody saying, I was like, dang, maybe I'm not.
No, what it really was is like some algorithm like just hit them hard one day, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, I've never heard this before. I must be the first one." And then everyone heard it. But yeah. Anyways, is it true or false that 21 Pilots became stars overnight?
False.
I don't know.
Colby knew about him years before the rest of us.
That's why I just thought that they just didn't appear overnight. So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Anyways, in today's episode, we're going to talk about some facts or fictions. I got some weird facts that the boys are going to discuss whether they think are real or fake. And there's not really a category, so you'll be hearing a bunch of different crazy things today. And I think I'm just going to hop right into it with this one. The television was invented 2 years after the invention of sliced bread.
That's true. That's got to be true. Because if you think about it, like sliced bread wasn't a thing until like the 50s, like late 40s, early 50s, and that's about when the television came out. Because during World War II, they didn't have television; they still had radio. That's when
Are we talking
television.
pre-sliced bread? Would people slice bread at home?
Yeah, so like you could go to the store and buy a loaf already sliced instead of just buying a loaf of bread and you have to slice it yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Colby. I think it's true. Not because I have any sort of historical timeline in my head, just because I feel like that's a weird enough fact. Matt didn't come up with it.
Right. Colby sounds like he knows what he's talking about, so I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colby's right. See, the hard thing is one of you guys has a strong suit in like so many different areas. Like I cannot use many
genres,
movie stuff because Tanner's just gonna know everything.
You can't use history.
Apparently, Colby over here is a history whiz.
I love history, dude. I'm a nerd for it.
All right,
I
thought that
no
one.
idea what my subject would be if I were like exceptionally better at one thing than the rest of y'all.
Random facts. It'd just be random facts for you. I feel like because you just spit off random stuff, and half the time I'm like, that can't be true, and then you're like, no, that's not true. Like, just half the time I feel like you just throw it out there just to say it and make us believe it. And you do.
Yeah, BS ability for sure.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Not exactly a knowledge genre though.
This one's for Darren then. Well, actually, no, this one's for Darren. The most widely printed book in the world is the Bible.
What do you mean by widely printed?
Like the most printed. The most. It's been printed the most.
I would say that's true.
Is that so? There's like different versions of the Bible. Do you know if this is all encompassing?
All encompassing. Every language, everything.
Yeah, I would say
that would make the most sense. It's probably not Mein Kampf, but
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to say that, but I was like, I'll leave it be.
It's probably not what?
Mein Kampf.
But- Mein Kampf, it's Hitler's book
Oh,
that he wrote in prison.
Freaking schizophrenic guy. Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, I
sure it
think that's
translates
true.
to My Struggle.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Something like that.
Mm.
yo, if ever you think marriage is going to be easy, Hitler was at war with the entire world for 2 years. He was married 2 days, couldn't handle it. Big bullet.
Goodness.
Oh,
All right, then,
What do you say, Art?
So,
I think
I would
it's
say that's
true.
true.
Yeah, I think it's
True.
true. Bible's
That's
the most
true.
widely printed.
Yep.
Colby,
That's true. That's got to be true.
false. And you guys are gonna love
Really?
what's the truth.
Harry Potter.
No. The most widely printed book in the world is the catalog for IKEA. IKEA has over
Really?
200 million copies of its catalog circulated annually.
Annually.
So-
Holy.
Annually.
Hmm.
This surpasses the amount of printing of the Christian Bible.
As of when? Is
By
is
how much?
is a catalog still
Ooh.
is a catalog still relevant in today's online world?
I don't.
It'd probably be
It
an
was-
online catalog, I would imagine now.
All I know is within the last like 5 years. So
No,
I
Okay.
don't remember which site I got it from, but they're all like pretty relevant.
Okay.
still impressive.
Okay, we'll hop over to this other one then. Again, Bible related. The full Bible has been translated into more than 3,000 languages. Among those include fictional languages like Elvish, Klingon, and Na'vi.
3,000 languages?
3,000
3,000.
languages.
There's not that many on Earth, is there? Like actual languages?
Well, and that's what he's talking about, like those made up,
Including-
too.
Fictional languages
But-
like Elvish, Klingon, and Na'vi.
I think it's true because I'm pretty sure I heard it was translated into Elvish. Also, I've got a copy. It was translated into like Hawaiian slang, and it's just called the Jesus Book, like DA Jesus Book. It's fantastic.
That goes with your flag, Darren.
Yeah, it takes some practicing to be able to read that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go false. I don't think it's quite that many. I don't think it. You said 3,000.
3,000.
I don't think it's that many.
More than 3,000.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that many. Now the fictional languages, for sure, but I don't think it's that many languages because I don't think there's nearly half that like spoken languages on the planet right now.
I'm with Tanner on that one. I think it's pretty high, but I don't think it's that high. I think that's kind of a ridiculous number to have. And Darren's looking it up.
I'm just looking up the Jesus Book, but I'm going to. I don't feel like there's that many languages. Well, personally, I don't. I couldn't name that many, but I feel like it could be true.
It is true.
Oh.
And I think
Really?
where you guys are forgetting things is you have to realize that there's an English sign language. There's an English, like there's Braille. There's like every language then has 3 or 4 different languages that have to be considered too. Go ahead.
Why does it need to be translated into sign language?
Can't you?
Alex.
What's the point of that?
See,
People
that is
sign can read
Yeah, they can
whatever
see.
language they need to read in.
this is true.
That makes no sense.
No, but
No
the
sense.
Braille one makes sense.
The Braille
the
one
Braille
is
one,
that
the one that I was more going for.
Sign language,
But
they're reading anyways. Why do
I-
they need
I
to
was-
read the?
I was
wasn't
more so
processing
saying
it
like
enough
that
to understand.
there are more languages based off of each language, not just like that people who do sign language can't read. That wasn't my point. It was just that there's
Okay.
We just had to make sure on that one.
Make
Yeah,
sure.
See, that's a very viable question, and I probably should have phrased it better. But okay, actually, I don't know. I think this would be a Darren one.
Wait.
Bulbasaur.
I got the Jesus book pulled up. You guys want to hear a snippet?
Sure, let's
Yeah.
hear it.
All right. This is Luke chapter 1. Before Mary born Jesus, the special guy God, when sin this happened, Mary she made ready for marry Joseph, but before they marry, the good and special spirit make her get help by Joseph, the guy that go and come her husband. He one guy that do the thing every time, and he like no make her come shame in front of people. So he figure, I no gonna marry her, but I ain't gonna no tell nobody. But when he say figure lit it, right then and there, when he stay dreaming, one angel, messenger guy from the one in charge, come by him. The angel tell, Hey Joseph, you King David Ohana, no scared take Mary for come your wife, cause she have by from God's spirit. That stay good and special.
That
Interesting.
took so much brain power to try and focus on what you were trying
That
to
was-
say.
I've never seen you focus that much in your entire life, Darren.
That was very difficult.
Never.
You'll
See, I
never
was
see it
thinking it
again.
would just be like easier, but like
Wait,
it's
what?
yeah, it's trans. I said I was thinking it would be easier just because it's like not as like complex kind of thing, but there's still the complex tones just like put into different words.
Yeah, I'll send that snippet to you, Tanner, and you can throw that up on the screen because the spelling is whack. I was struggling.
Anyways, so there's one of the 3,000.
1 of 3.
Here is another one. All clocks in Pulp Fiction are set to 4:20.
I've never seen that movie, so I have no idea.
I'm just gonna say true. I've never seen the movie. But I think that's funny. I'm gonna say true.
I think it's funny, but I'm gonna say false.
I'll just go
It's
with true on this one. 'Cause I don't got a better answer than that.
It's true. All of the clocks in the movie Pulp Fiction are set to 4:20.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Alrighty. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be advertised on TV.
True.
The first toy?
We already talked about this one before. It was brought up in one of the other podcasts.
It was?
Was it?
Yeah, I thought we talked about it. Or am I just imagining that? Maybe I'm imagining that. But I know it's true.
Oh.
All right, Colby, you sound confident. I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, the Colby train.
He's right.
Yeah, it's because it's history, dude.
Nice.
It's history.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's
history.
close. Alrighty. That's still one off for Colby. Most children in the world are born during the weekend.
Most is in the majority.
Yes.
50% plus.
Yes.
That's what most means.
Just
Usually.
clarify that.
I just wanted a little general term.
For our slower listeners like Darren.
Yeah.
He used all his brain power trying to read that Bible verse,
To
and now he's
Jesus.
just it's just he's
Lots
just gonna
of
go
brain cells are still
slower
there.
and slower
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I busted my brain cell count for the rest of the week. Sorry about that. Homework that's not getting done now.
Good thing it's Thursday.
So
It's a
the
thought.
majority of people are born on the weekends.
Correct.
I'm just gonna go false. I feel like we've kind of been on a true track, so I'm gonna go false.
I'm going to go with false because you think about it like there's 5 days in a week and there's 2 days on the weekend. Like statistically,
Or do you count Friday as the weekend?
Friday's still the week. Now, Friday after 12 o'clock, that's the weekend. That I don't care what you say, that's the weekend.
So you got two. Okay, but still, your statistically thing does hold up logically.
you're-
It makes sense during the week.
I mean, even if you just count the whole Friday as a weekend, that's 3 days compared to 4 days. Like that's
Right.
statistically, you're more likely to have more births between Monday and Thursday than you are Friday and
But if
Saturday.
the most amount of sex happens on a weekend, exactly 8 months from then would be
9.
another weekend.
Nine, Darren.
9, buddy.
Yeah, false. I'm going false.
Yeah, it's false. I was curious if anyone would do the math on it, But yeah, false.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
Saturday.
accountant would. The accountant
Yeah.
would.
Here, let me bang on my 10 key really quick for you guys.
Is that what was going on earlier?
Yeah,
Okay. I heard something. I was like, Colby's going to work, dude.
I was banging on my 10 key and banging on my computer.
Right.
Yeah. So Saturdays are actually the
must hear
least
a lot of
frequent.
banging.
I said that Saturdays are actually the least frequent day, and Thursdays are the most frequent day for that. All right. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest pyramid in the world.
False. It's Bass Pro Shop in Midwest.
Is it really?
Yes, I'm dead serious.
What are you
I
talking
I feel like
about?
that's true. I feel like that's true. I'm going with Colby. I have heard that, or maybe the Bass Pro Shop's the second largest, but I'm going with Colby again.
The fact that
Know
Matt's
this stuff.
confused, the fact that Matt's confused makes me wonder. Do you know what the Bass Pro Shop looks like?
The Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks like a big pyramid.
yeah.
No.
It's just a giant pyramid.
No.
Just because of that, I want to say it's true. I'm gonna go true, just because Matt seems confused.
So
But
it's
otherwise,
false.
I'd write that with Colby.
It's false, but it has nothing to do with the Bass Pro Shop.
What? Really?
The largest is the Great Pyramid of Cholula.
Oh.
The Great Pyramid of Cholula is found in Cholula, Pueblo, Mexico, and holds the record for the largest pyramid in the world. Structure is 4 times as big as the Great Pyramid of Giza.
So then what's the second biggest one?
Probably. I have no idea what fact you were.
The
Well,
Great Pyramid in Giza is the largest in Egypt, though.
correct.
So, yo, Colby, that podcast I told you about,
Uh-huh.
dude, they go crazy on that. It's nuts what they talk about.
Yeah, aliens, dude.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys seen those memes where it was like History Channel during the day? It's like talking about actual history, and then History Channel at night, aliens. They
I
just start.
haven't, but that's
I'll have to
pretty
find it
good.
and send it, you guys. It's pretty funny. At least for a history nut, it's pretty funny.
Oh shoot!
what. Did you
This
do some research?
pyramid in Mexico, twice the
Yeah.
size of the Bass Pro Shop,
Really?
Yeah, take that.
and over 1 million square feet.
How big's the Bass Pro Shop one then? I know it's like one of the biggest. I thought it was the biggest.
536,000.
Well,
Now you
I
guys
can
know.
hope and dream, I guess.
Yeah,
Second. Bass Pro Shop will always come second.
for now.
For now,
Wait,
until they
wait
build a
for
bigger one.
renovations.
Minnie the Mouse's first name is not actually Minnie.
Tanner.
I've always thought it was Minnie. Now, if you're wondering what Mickey's name was gonna be, it was gonna be Mortimer, but then Walt Disney's wife said no. That's gross.
Correct.
He was right.
But we're talking about Minnie. Or are we talking about Minnie?
I'm gonna
I think
say
it's.
false.
I think
Her
it's
real
still
name
Minnie.
is Minnie.
Yeah.
Darren?
Real name Minnie. Sure.
False. Minnie's real name is Minerva. Minnie Mouse is a nickname that was given to the character by U.B. Iwerks and Walt Disney. Minnie's actual name is rarely used, but her real name is Minerva.
Minerva and Mortimer.
Well, Mortimer is actually a different character now.
Sorry, Walt, but you were tripping when you were coming up with those names. Who's gonna advertise for Mortimer? What the freak?
Well, I mean, originally it was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit,
Yeah.
but then some stuff happened with an old studio, and that kind of went down.
Lost the rights or something.
Lost the rights, and they got it back actually now. They sell Oswald the Lucky Rabbit merch and stuff.
You ever think about how Donald Duck never wears pants, but whenever he gets out of the shower, he always wraps a towel around his bottom half?
Yeah.
Since you're talking about that,
Only
did you
you
notice
would
that
notice.
Aladdin doesn't have nipples?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between Goofy and Pluto? Ain't they both dogs?
I thought they
I think
were,
I've heard
but
this joke before.
It's not even a joke. I just don't understand. I'll keep
Oh.
saying it till I understand.
I was waiting for a
No, I-
punchline.
I thought I saw a thing like on TikTok or something. I don't even know if this was true. That like Goofy's actually not a dog. He's like supposed to be like a cat or something like that. And Pluto's an actual dog.
I heard
That was
something
you?
like that.
Pizza Cat,
Pizza cat.
Pizza
that's
Cat,
right.
yeah.
who's like the
But-
bad guy and all the goofy stuff, because
Right.
Goofy's a dog.
Oh.
Goofy is a
Interesting.
cartoon character created by the Walt Disney Company. He is a tall anthropomorphic dog who
Mhm.
typically wears a turtleneck and vest.
Well, he's a dog. That was not half bad.
That's because that's how Ellie laughs. So I make fun of her all the time for it.
That's terrible.
She doesn't listen to all these, so I'm fine.
Oh, she commented on the last one. Did you see?
No, I didn't see.
Pull it up. Let me pull it up. She made a correction to your story.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think all the
wife.
wives listen to the wives one just because they.
Oh, for sure. For sure. All right. So she said, all right, to clarify, the professor forgot the name of a tool and asked Colby what it was. Colby went blank and hesitated, so I answered for him. Then Colby just stared at me like, how do you know that?
Well, because she freaking cut me off. I was like, I didn't stare at her like, how you know that? I was stared at her like, did you just cut me off? Like, he didn't ask you, he asked me.
Cut you off and hit a curb.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you should see her wheels. She got big wheels too, and she still freaking scrapes them.
Dangerous
I love
territory.
her
Big
anyways.
I thought that was going somewhere else. Anyways, back to spaghetti. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghettio.
False.
Yeah, that's.
There you
not
go.
true.
That's a circle. It's Cheerio
Yeah.
spaghettis.
No, I get that. But a single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghettio.
Huh.
False.
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 You're right, but it's dang close. It's called a spaghetto. So you just take the I out.
Oh, it's like a cactus cacti thing, kind of.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Or platypus and platypi? Platypuses?
Platypi are birds, strangely enough.
Really?
No, they're mammals.
I mean, they've got a bill. They've got webbed feet, like flippers.
But they
Yeah,
got a
but
beaver tail.
They're classified as mammals because they have nipples that their young suck on.
And they sweat milk and they glow a weird fluorescent green color.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
The dude that made Phineas and Ferb guessed that, but then like last year they confirmed that under certain types of light or something happens, the platypus actually glows that color.
And he just chose that color like out of random. Like he just thought
Yeah.
it was goofy and cool to just do it that way. So he just did it.
That's super
Weird.
cool.
I can't remember my entire argument for why they're a bird, but I'll find it and I'll come back with it.
They're mammals because they have mammillary glands, and that's what makes a mammal a mammal.
I thought it was the fact that they gave birth to like their young, not in a shell.
The one thing that is consistent is mammillary glands, at least from what I'm aware of. Anyways, on to darker topics. During World War II, Germany tried to collapse the British economy by dropping gold coins and pieces in the countrysides near London.
That's true. I'm pretty sure they did do that. Or it was something among those lines like that. Because they were trying to inflate their dollar and cause inflation to be super bad.
It's an interesting strategy. All I heard of is dropping candy bars. So
Yeah, but that was the U.S. That was on the other
not
side.
from them. Yeah.
That was
not
after.
from
That was,
Germany.
that was after the war.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys hear what the U.S. did during the Cold War to Russia, though? Or at least this is a rumor. They dropped like extra large condoms labeled medium over on the battlefield to intimidate the troops.
Is that real?
I hope that's
I've
real.
seen
That
stuff
sounds
it's
so
real.
American.
I haven't seen anything that disproves it.
Did you know NASA had to relabel all their sizes on their condoms because astronauts would only ever use the large ones, but they kept slipping off. So they had to make them like label the smalls and the mediums large, just so they'd use the large and it would stay on.
How do you guys know half of these things?
We don't even know how we know it.
Let's just get back. Let's just get back on
Anyways,
track. I'm gonna go with Colby.
Yeah, I'm
True.
with Colby.
it's false.
Really?
They did do something like that, but they didn't use gold. I don't think any country would do that because, it's valuable. They instead used millions of counterfeit dollars, or like pounds.
Yeah.
So,
Which makes more sense, I guess, than gold. I mean, gold and like precious metals actually aren't as stable as what everybody thinks. Like, they're not as like over time. Yes, they're more stable than like any other material or like a dollar or whatever or any other type of currency, but they're still not stable enough to. Yeah, they're like they actually fluctuate a lot,
pretty well, yeah.
but I mean, but they're median average type stuff is pretty stable for the most part. But
Alrighty, back on this German trend. German chocolate cake is named after an American baker named Samuel German.
True. Seems kind of out there.
I'm gonna go with false.
They have good chocolate.
Or
I'll
you
go
thinking
true.
of the Swiss? It's true. German.
Hey.
Wait, wait, Darren. Where was your thought process with that?
I don't know.
Because
Because we were picking up Canadian chocolate, and Kara was like, Germans have really good chocolate. And I was like, oh, nice. And then she tried this stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, dang, this is really good too. So I think it's just America that has wax, and everywhere
Well,
else
yeah.
has chocolate.
but the
'Cause they
question
use
was
actual sugar.
German chocolate cake is named after an American baker named Samuel German.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the train of thought was, but I was like, Germans do have good chocolate. Could be a thing. And then I went the other way. So,
See, I
that's
did the right
how
place.
you confused me. Alrighty. Speaking of therapists that Darren needs, banks have therapists known as wealth psychologists who help clients who are unable to mentally cope with the immense wealth they have.
False.
I'm gonna say true again. That just is kind of out there, and it seems real.
never heard of that at a Zion's Bank. I also never and will never qualify to that kind of wealth. But I'm going to say false.
It is true.
Hey,
I've never heard the term wealth psychologists before today, but I've heard of this kind of thing. And it's a real thing.
it's because the people over in the Silicon Valley Bank need some therapists right now.
Yep, same with the New York banks.
Bulbasaur was the first Pokemon created.
False.
I don't know the Pokemon.
Charizard.
I'm gonna go with false because I think it's Pikachu, but I don't know.
You know, Pika in Japanese means the sound of a smile.
What does true mean?
Lightning. I made that
That's
up.
not true.
I'm going to say true. Bulbasaur was the first.
So although Bulbasaur comes first in the Pokédex, which I'm very disappointed that none of you knew.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is definitely Matt's area of expertise. The four of us.
It was, in fact, not Bulbasaur, nor Charmander, nor Pikachu, but Rhydon, which I'm sure none of you even know who that is. That was the first Pokemon.
Is that the rock guy?
It's literally like a rhinoceros.
Oh.
Yeah. On to more realistic things. All right. This is more our time. Kendall Jenner inspired the creation of Google Glasses during a post as she was wanting to be able to search for clothing by brand while shopping without having to look at the labels.
False.
Yeah, that's false.
I missed it.
Just go with false, Darren.
False. No way it's true.
True.
Hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
I was like,
No.
There's
The,
no
uh,
way. Google Maps
The
was way before its time.
inspiration I had from that is, did you guys know that Jennifer Lopez actually was part of inspiring reverse image searching? After so many people were trying to find a way to find out what dress she was wearing, so Bill Gates was like, hey, or Bill Gates? It might not have been Bill Gates, but someone was like, hey, we should figure out how to do that. And
Bill Gates wasn't Google.
yeah, I realized after. No, it's not Google, it's just reverse image searching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently J-Lo helping
her
out
and all of her
the tech world.
husbands.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, all of her fiancés. She never technically got married to
There, come on.
those guys, but
Come on.
my bad.
Respect on the name, dude.
Sorry, J-Lo.
No, she is married to one of them.
Well, I was saying because she's been engaged a bunch of times and not.
She married to Ben Affleck?
She
No.
was.
Isn't she married to... No, she has a kid with someone. Never mind.
Yeah, she
How
got a
much-
kid.
how much info Colby knows on J-Lo? That's
Yeah.
Hey,
was
man,
a little
he likes history. He likes history.
Darren, you gotta
He likes
realize
his history.
you probably get this too, Darren. But I got two older sisters that I was always around a lot, so I got all this type of knowledge. Between that and Taylor Swift, I got more information
Ben
than I need.
Affleck. I was given support by my wife. She wanted to make sure we were correct.
Taylor Allison Swift, born December 13th. Yeah, I know way too much about her, too.
Let's not get into her.
Next!
Okay, next. Your eyeballs stop grow. Or sorry. Your eyeballs. Oh yeah, I read that right. Your eyeballs stop growing at the age of 9.
Is it that old? I feel like it would.
Girls have that big of eyes?
Yeah.
I feel like babies are born with pretty big eyes already.
Some are, yeah.
Or is it like one of those things like with your ears or your nose where they still, the older you get, the longer and stuff they get?
I feel like if anything, eyeballs would shrink as they get older. Because they always look like saggy, like sunken in, you know?
Right.
Well, that's probably also just your skin, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Stop growing at the age of 9?
I'm going to say false. I think it's before or after that. It's probably before that, yeah?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I think it's a technicality on the age. I'm going to say false.
It's actually not a technicality on the age. Well, I mean, kind of, but your eyeballs never grow or change their size as you age.
So babies
Like
are
minusculely. Yeah, babies are born with the size of eyes that they have. Like they may minusculely change, but it's like not very
not
visible.
measurable growth.
Well, it's
Not
probably
not like a
Tanner said.
hand or a foot, right?
Yeah, not like the rest of your body.
It's probably like Tanner said. It's probably just like the skin shrinking and getting saggy and stuff or whatever.
Alrighty.
Botox, dude. Botox.
I have a couple more. Bluetooth technology was named after a 10th century king, King Harald Bluetooth. He united Denmark and Norway, just like the technology unites computers and cell phones.
I'm going to say true. I don't know where else they'd get Bluetooth from.
I think that's real.
I'll go with false. Just be the devil's advocate here.
It is true, and I very highly appreciate the way that they phrased it online, because that is perfect. He united Denmark and Norway, just like the technology united computers and cell phones. I was hoping that one of you guys thought I wrote that, but apparently you guys don't have that much faith in me.
You're creative, Matt, but I don't think you're that creative. I'm not that creative, so you hang around me, so
Yeah.
It's more cringy than creative. I was like, that's got to be some wacky internet article. So that, and it's just like, where else would you get Bluetooth from?
There are 7 different types of twins.
7 different types of twins?
Yep.
Is it that many?
I'm gonna go false. I only count 4:
What are your types?
identical, fraternal, Siamese, and then conjoined.
There's
Siamese and
also
conjoined are the same thing.
I figured, but
there's a term called
sorry.
Irish twin. That's when you and a sibling were born in the same year, but not like in the same pregnancy. So like if you're born in January and then your mom gets pregnant like immediately after and has a baby in like November, December, then you're Irish twins with them.
Interesting.
That's wild.
So true or false, boys? True or
I'll
false?
go with false, just because I think
False.
it's not 7.
I think we're running out of trues, so I'm gonna say false. Otherwise, I'd say true.
This one is in fact true.
Yes.
There are 7 different types of twins. Apart from the well-known identical and fraternal types of twins, there are 5 more, which include half-identical, mirror image, mixed chromosome, and super fecundation, and superfetation, which are the same thing. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer is a male reindeer.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
He's got antlers, dude. Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, but this one doesn't make any sense, so I'm gonna vote false, even though I have no idea why it would be false.
It's in the song. They say him.
Yeah. What if they mispronounced his pronouns, Tanner? Huh? What if you
Shut
did
up,
that?
Colby. Shut up, Colby.
Did we just assume?
So,
Just assume their
I
identity.
did not assume it's in the song.
anatomically characterized by how Rudolph the reindeer is normally portrayed, he does not have, or she does not have antlers, therefore making Rudolph the reindeer
Hold on.
a
He's got
woman.
little ones. Then all
Yeah.
the reindeer loved him.
What about the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the stop motion movie?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm
Doesn't
thinking.
have,
That's what I'm
he
thinking.
has, it's tiny nubs. Have you ever seen deer? They have nubs.
not
Does?
females. Does
Does
don't have. Does don't.
Yeah.
Every reindeer is different, but
Female
those don't have
deer.
anything.
Female deer shed their antlers in the spring and grow them back into full size by winter. Male reindeer grow to full size during the winter.
Those
Reindeers.
don't have antlers.
This is what it says.
Well, that's
What
wrong.
website is this?
A good one.
No, it's not.
What is it? Is it Wikipedia?
No.
I would
it's
trust
not
Wikipedia over this.
No, but it
This
is
says
like
yes, does have antlers. If you took a normal doe and treated it with her testosterone, she would grow antlers. Hunters
Exactly.
typically encounter 2 types of antlered does, with hard antlers and those in velvet. The does with velvet antlers usually have normal female reproductive tracts and can bear fawns. So they do.
But you have to introduce testosterone to them.
Well, no, like they have them and they'd grow to full size if introduced with testosterone.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
But they've got like nubs as is.
more you know about reindeer, I guess.
The song, though, I don't care about it. The song says it's
All
a
right.
dude.
and to
Who would name a
finish off,
girl Rudolph?
The
Germans.
Germans.
Rudolph.
The Germans.
Germans.
I know I've got some ancestors named Rudolph, but like, come on.
we're gonna finish off with your guys' 2 cents about this one. Dime has 118 ridges on its edge.
I had a dime on me.
You're not gonna sit here and count it, are you?
I would have, but I had one in my pocket. But
I'm gonna say false. It's got more,
that probably does have more. I feel like that's too low.
or maybe it's not enough. I don't know. It's false.
I'll say true.
Thanks, Darren, for having faith in me. Dime has 118 ridges on its edge. The ridges allow the coin to determine if it is real or fake. This was implemented on all coins before the 18th century. The ridges also make it harder to make counterfeit coins.
Except pennies.
So, now you know.
I feel like anybody that is getting paid to count the ridges on a dime to see if it's counterfeit is getting
Probably.
paid too much.
They get paid a dime, Darren.
Nipples on the
You
dollar.
count it, you keep it.
It's just not worth it. It's 10 cents, man.
There's
Like
people that
honestly,
will like.
you can flood the market with $1 bills, and it still would not be worth it.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've learned a couple things today. We've learned Colby apparently is some history buff that I wasn't aware of. Tanner still knows his movies. And we'll learn more about Darren on the next episode, I guess, because not much was developed here.
I thought you were like a little bit more superior in your World War II knowledge, Tanner. But I guess Colby just takes history.
I just never heard that one. There's a lot of like little things that happen that, you know, it's just random. When he said Germany and Europe, I thought of the giant tank that Germany had built to point at England to blow it up. But the only way they could aim it was to lay down railroad tracks because of how big it was. It was the size of a train car.
Dang.
Germans were good at building tanks.
And fortresses.
Mm-hmm. And
Not
bunkers.
cars. Dang it. Anyways, I think we're gonna end it there. For any of you that don't know, I have a Volkswagen and it has drained me of all my money. So,
Volkswagen, das Auto.
we're gonna end it there. We appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in with us. Always make sure to like, subscribe, download, favorite. I don't know all of the terms. I am not that tech savvy. On whatever platform that you are listening or watching on. Just shows your support for us, and we really appreciate it.
Check out the
And-
LG and give us some comments what you want to see.
Exactly. And we will see you guys next week. See ya.
Bye.
Adios.
See ya.